It's locked.
Leech boy! Watch it! We have to stop it! Watch it!
I cannot enter.
Recognize him?
No. This one ain't on our list.
Well, that's one less anyway. It'll make McCullum happy.
That was the vampire we saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Burn it, Paul! Over there!
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter. It's locked. It's locked, all right. The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Go back home, idiot! See them fancy clothes? This one's a top! It's on him! It's on him! Bloody bitch! leeches! Get them weapons! He's dead! That's gotta hurt!
It's locked. I cannot enter. A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing. It's locked, all right.
Don't you know better?
You're bleeding.
Yeah!
You're feeble.
Gotcha!
This is despicable. I cannot enter.
Show me your power, newborn! I will crush you! of ass!
It's locked. It's locked, all right. Louise's father was determined to find and save her. I have this thirst for blood.
Better go home, sir. You're mine!
This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood. Maybe there's a way to break into this house. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood. It's locked. It's locked, all right. This is despicable. I cannot enter.
always hoped that I would hear children play in this house before I died.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, you have come back too late, sir. Far too late.
I know, Avery. I know about Mary and my mother.
I'm so sorry. It was my duty to watch over. She left the house in the middle of the night. The police said...
It's all right, Avery.
The police said her body was found near your sister's grave in Whitechapel. You're the master of the house now. I'd understand if you fired me, sir.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest...
I would not dare to question your app.
What is the situation?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the...
Have you no relatives anywhere?
Your father managed to guarantee my...
How was life in this house?
It was sad, sir. Miss Mary moved here in July.
How was my mother?
Miss Reed was very frail. After Miss Mary...
How was Mary?
Miss Mary went out looking for you.
How was...
It was...
What are the arrangements?
There will be no funeral.
Where is her...
I'm afraid your mother's body was moved to a mass...
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this
if only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe the...
You have served this family extremely well, Avery.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own...
Do you really think I neglected my mother?
Yes.
I see. Well,
Just like your father. You always had the...
thank you, Avery.
Your bedroom is ready as always. Good night, sir. Who could have done such an evil thing? Poor Miss Reed.
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house. Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house.
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your old...
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to me.
When did you escape the war?
You know what's funny?
I almost never...
I know what you mean. I haven't had much.
Of course. The epidemic...
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other.
But you're alive. You return.
Believe me, it's not quite that simple.
Is everything all right at home?
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny?
Do you need medical assistance?
It's a little late for
What can I say? I haven't
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
You need some rest, Clarence.
Where should I eat tonight?
It's locked.
Yes, sir?
Do you need
I won't refuse, sir.
Here is your prescription.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Avery.
Your bedroom is ready.
It's locked, all right. I remember Sunday walks in the park. locked, all right.
You cannot forget his name.
Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am... Karina...
Miss, you don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats?
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you...
I'm hungry. Need to eat.
Don't you remember who you are, miss?
I was strong, proud.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate.
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow?
Yes.
Tell me about the voice in your head.
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about...
What happened?
The rat.
Miss Billow. What is the local news?
Shadows. Shadows, hunting shadows. Thank you for releasing me. I can finally say the name of my torturer. It's Jacob Blackwood.
Hello? Is anyone there? Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
Forgive me.
I'll tell you.
It could be someone you know.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire.
Wait, no.
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told...
Your mother? I understand she also taught. Tell me about your...
What do you want to know?
Who are your real...
Elizabeth...
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in...
How did you meet?
First.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked... Who...
I still...
How did you meet, Lady Ash?
First, I was an orphan in the institute...
Did you know she was a vampire when...
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 6.
What do you think?
I was raped.
Yes.
A small...
You were...
Come on.
Is there some...
Too much...
Even if...
I suppose...
What are you...
You mean, what do I do outside?
Actually, yes.
Well, if you must know, I campaign...
Are you a suffragette, then?
All adult women have the...
No need to convince...
Really?
How the...
Peep-
explode?
She is my best...
Have you any reason to...
Recently.
Let me...
Oh, that would be top...
What exactly...
Your name and profession, obviously.
Does it not scare you to know...
Why should it? My mother...
Yes, you should. I killed my own sister because of the hunger.
You can't be Wait.
Glad you found it amusing.
I will, Dr. Reed.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses...
It's your mother's...
I love my mother.
Does it bother you? Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than...
But why shouldn't I be allowed to forge...
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that...
Do you ever regret that she chose...
Of course not. Though I often want...
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampire.
You're obviously a clever woman. With a good education.
Is it not true?
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life, since you've obviously given...
I won't give up. You have no idea.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady.
There are less dangerous ways to...
Be careful what you wish for, young lady.
You wouldn't dare. My mother would know.
How could she suspect me? Do you know how many...
Oh, my God.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been...
All around you. Waiting to let your guard down.
Good evening, old chap.
I won't... I should have known you were one of them, Johnny. Why was I so blind? Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Welcome to the Ascalon.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture. It's locked.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bancher was no match for him.
Here, here, here!
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
William Marshall?
Not exactly.
What is the...
We follow...
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign Ekons. This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
I was chased by a gigantic Valcod 2 nights ago. I thought it was Fergal coming back, but no. The creature barely spoke English.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's center?
This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
I was chased by a gigantic falcon.
I feel perfectly fine.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They do.
Are you a member of...
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advance...
Are you not...
Sir!
Is not the nature of this club...
My dear Dr. Reed.
So you asked...
I have been a member of many clubs.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Mr. Dawson. Of Dawson and Dawson. The wealthiest...
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here...
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
What do you know about the Guard of Prямoi?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire?
removed from all mortal concerns. Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Doctor.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
We're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club.
You were spying on me?
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod, all muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed, ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know I killed him?
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally. But I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish, and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Skulls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Premoi has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
I have met peaceful and wise Skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Lord Redgrave is outside almost every night coordinating our defenses. Such an example.
How is your investigation going, Dr. Reed?
I have a few questions for your lordship.
All right, but be quick.
But I won't put a foot outside.
What can you tell me about...
It's a major concern, and I'm convinced...
I have already met Geoffrey McCullum. I am certain he will persist until he has killed every last vampire.
The Guard's current successful recruitment campaign is driven by the ravenous behavior of the Skulls.
I see. So without the epidemic creating Skulls, the Guard could not convince anybody of our presence.
Exactly. Once we have put the epidemic behind us, we need only wait...
What about the risk of a full-scale attack here?
That is exactly why so many of our number have left the...
You made me swear on the blood of William Marshall during my initiation ceremony. Why was that?
William Marshall was the most glorious knight who ever lived.
William Marshall was a vampire!
That would be joyful news, for it would mean he still walks among us.
Why is his blood so sacred to the Ascalon Club?
He was simply the greatest defender of the realm we have ever known. I fought by his side at the Battle of Preston, and he made me his progeny following the fight.
May I ask you about the mortal who attended my initiation? Mr. Aloysius Dawson.
A member of the club does not normally ask questions about other members. We trust each other mutually.
So he really is a member, then?
Indeed. Only the most eminent members are allowed to attend such ceremonies. Even if I admit some of us fled during the first hours of the Great Hunt.
But Mr. Dawson is mortal. Are you not afraid he might reveal who you are? Especially to your enemies.
Aloysius Dawson is a man of his word, as are all of us. This is the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. We do not grant access to the unworthy.
Goodbye, Lord Reed.
Godspeed, Dr. Reed. We are counting on you.
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least...
Welcome to the
foreign
Ascalon
echoes.
Club.
This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.